From Homewood, Flossmoor High School, y'all.
My name is Naris. I am with Homewood Flossmoor. My group is called Poetic Expressions. And the piece of my poem is called Where I'm From. Where I'm from, you know that city they call Chirac? That city where darkness shines upon your face much like the sun, plotting the tone of your pigmentation. A place where we stand. Oh, my mistake, not we, me. Cause every time we look around, we see another gun down by the police. We're dropping like the deferred dreams of a lost child in the dungeon of the underworld. So cold as if our hearts wasn't the first thing to grow in our mother's womb. Or what's worse, us killing each other, standing in your brother's face, putting a bullet through his head, like when your grandmother used to thread needles through every stitching of your clothing. Where I'm from, you know that city where blacks and browns ain't nothing but gangbangers and thugs, because that father figure they thought they had was up and gone. A disappearing act done by another magician called the streets. And when you finally get to see them again, it's like you're looking a dead person in the face. I'm from that city where that lonely mother prays hard each and every day on her knees as if she was just begging Master not to take her children away. That city where blacks and browns are not given an opportunity to show who they are, because every time we've given a glimpse of hope, it's taken away from us. All these abandoned buildings and spitting words and slanging drugs is the only unblocked window. No options left. But it's hard to be the man of the house when daddy's gone, mama's on drugs, and your little sister will allow a grown man to use her body because that's all mama ever showed her. And then she says, what's the point of learning how to cook and braid hair if this is all I ever be good at? Losing hope day by day. And then I close my eyes and imagine a world of my own, a world where there are fairies and magic godmothers to be there to take all your pain away as if it was never there. A world where there was no violence, sitting on your porch surviving while your mother does your hair. A world where I see a picture perfect me. Us. Because my people who watch them with our strong breaking walls, because our brown skins do it all day, but we never get any credit. Making the earth shake like an unexpected noise, making them jump when they hear our voice. We speak loud. Black lives matter. But all they hear is white lives don't, because everything has to be about them. Them white lives. But when is it ever about us? Never. Because cops taking black lives left and right because their only excuse was, it was right. False allegations and assumptions ends with the innocent life. Thank you.
On deck, we got McNair, but coming to the stage, I need y'all to show some love for the poet from Homewood, Flossmoor High School, y'all. Keep it going until they get the stage. Keep it going,
Hey. Okay, hello. I'm Keita Morris, and I'm representing Homewood Flossmoor High School, Poetic Expressions.
We should.
Hey. And my piece is entitled, The Testimony Ears May Never Hear. It all seemed like a movie. Noose, shackles, pain and agony, testimonies of tragedy. The floor of the woods where my ancestors' heads lay instead of satin pillow covers. Aren't y'all tired? I'm able to write a poem and 1 year later it's still relevant, saying we need to stand as one. Look who's our new president. Concerned because the same states where my ancestors wore shackles, they said, hey, let's go back to our old ways. My God, does it take me jumping up and down or spitting in your face for you to get it? We have to be alive in order for people to hear it. Slavery was not optional. Corrupt officers basically using handcuffs as shackles, our wrists, ankles so we can't run, pop 10 times to make sure of that. Looking at that flag in defeat because those red stripes bleed. Not being able to sleep because like mice the roam, people roam at night. Stay inside, educate so this war can be done. Your child needs to know they have more value in their hands instead of just a gun, but your super senior son is on the corner smoking that black at 11 a.m. because to him, class and graduating is optional when slavery was not. Marching till corns pop was for you. And this is what you do? There was a time where everybody on the block was family. Conflicts killed because elders didn't play that. You out here cutting a fool, they'll show you who's boss. There was a time where mama did baby hair on the front porch like braids inside of holes of beads instead of worrying about where the next holes would be. Can't enjoy the creation because people out here using weapons like flesh is their canvas. Nah, bruh, this ain't that. You wish you could put your paintbrush to the master's creation. I'll play the bad guy. Because pretty words aren't solving the problem, the equation of why 1 + 2 people running mean you better get to sprinting. Because people fail to realize we all want to succeed. Killing is because it's the only victory they feel they can achieve. But yeah, America, land of the free. We all say we want to be free when I'm pretty sure I'm just talking, so please don't take this as a warning. Continue to act like we aren't moving backwards, and please, if you don't believe in what I say, triumph is possible if we come together. Love is stronger than war. Equality better than individuality. Slavery did exist, but so does our triumph at the end. Your brother and your sister, no matter the color of your skin. But it's now or later, then probably never. So it's up to you. What are you going to do?
We got McNair. For coming to the stage, I need y'all to show all your love for the first poet in round 3 from Homewood, Flossmoor High School, y'all.
Hi, my name is Uriah Elliott, and I'm with HS Poetic Expression. And my piece is called Falling. When I look into the stars, I hope gravity will reverse, so maybe I could fall in the sky. Maybe I could meet the ones I've been whispering my praise to, ones I exchanged my internal aspiration for the glimpse of an alluring blaze. Meet the ones I gave my voice to out of the hope that they'll wear my thoughts, knowing everyone sees the twinkles of the night. Every word I would say was just a band-aid to cover up the scars of me growing up. Every word I would shout would burn me, melt me into a pile of wasted songs, songs that were meant to be sung to the ones that need a lullaby to fall into my arms, so I could be the lightning to your calm storm, be the feathers to your flightless bird. But my skin was too rough, too sharp. I wasn't born like this. It was just my skin adapting to the weapons of the world, trying to keep the demons I gave birth to locked up. I nourished them as if they were my own children. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Only took a few to raise mine. Only took a few to teach them the power of their own strength, to replace the hole where my heart was once set, to pump toxins through my veins. My skin was my only armor, the only thing that could get through this land's obstacle course, because the world isn't going to change for you, so you're going to have to change for it. Humans adapting to the world's problems are what you prepare for. Being hunted down is what I prepare for. Running until the wind catches my last breath, crying until the forgotten seeds grow, shaking until I turn into a shattered bubble, screaming for the voices to shush, waking up in fear because in the day I have the weight of dead souls on my shoulders, weighing me down to the dirt where the roots of the trees mock me for not having enough strength to be called beautiful. Because in the day, I am a refugee in my own body, leaving it for others to take. But when the sun disappears, the night marinates its calm upon my body, spoon-feeding me the wind, kissing the thick tune of crickets on my cheek, making me believe that if gravity will reverse, maybe I can dance on the constellations, can create my own story, be my own goddess. I look up to the stars, for they were the ones that taught me that my eyes can be beautiful. For my eyes are the reflection of the zodiacs. Maybe I will fall in the sky, not to get lost in the stars, but to rather wander in my own reality. Thank you.
calming voice ever. I was... Alright, before I get into this. Alright, coming to the stage to close out our indie rounds. I need y'all to show some love for the poet from Homewood, Flossmoor High School, y'all. Make some noise for Homewood, Flossmoor.
My name's Alexia Villanueva. I'm with Homewood Flossmoor High School, and I'm with Poetic Expressions.
We should!
My piece is called Monsanto's Apples. God speaks to me, and the angels tell me, write what I know, what I've experienced, what I felt, as if I dipped my hands into the sunlight. I don't want to born a daughter, to be treated like the broken plate sitting on the dining room table, clean the spots from my body. I ripple through tides of sulfur and salt, burn myself, cleanse me of my sins, watch my body disintegrate. Falling through hearts of kerosene wrapped in candy grams, I don't have an awkward love poem written on my skin. I don't want to give birth to a daughter is like looking through the mirrors, becoming the skin on the portrait of a gallery being painted over in black oil. I'm falling through canyons and cracks of orbits where there is no time. 4 years pass and there is still no stopping by. I don't want to have a daughter as the words slip into the future and slide back into the past. I packed an invisible suitcase. Swallowing my pride to fall in love with a heartbroken Valentine, I'm still following in her footsteps. Yet I'm not afraid to say at the age of 13, I helped raise 2 kids not born from this unempty wound. Not unheard words of hurt cutting like clips, hitting the booming voice of a man who tried to be my father. My mother became the brick wall. The empty light sockets, the punching bag of empty candy wrappers, trying to make a white man my father with the words pedophile scorched onto his hand, became another future requirement of my mother's future lovers because my sister is no longer innocent. She's a liar wrote off my mother's tongue like a dolled up whipped woman chained to the hands of a man. I have bruises that won't fade. And I can't forget the social worker's face because I'm no longer made of her clay. She's forgetting me in her own way. Like washing dead blood from her hands, the rain has washed away the love. Growing like a root and a weed without the presence of a mother, I'm locked in a box of her trinkets made of her limbs. I don't want to born a daughter to fill her with the sickness of being bipolar, depression in her sippy cup because I can still smell his cologne. See the beer running down the blue walls. Taste the taste of sleeping pills, paint my tongue white because I got more water than blood when I see my mother popping pills in the bathroom mirror. I'm still following in her footsteps, yet I'm breathing. I'm no longer afraid to born a daughter because I won't be her. I'm not my mother's daughter, no matter how far the apple falls from the tree. I won't be another one of her apples, because I will learn how to love my daughter right. Thank you.
Poets for this bout, y'all. So make some noise for the poets from Homewood, Flossmoor High School, y'all.
We are HS Poetic Expressions.
We should.
And this piece is called Society Owes Me an Apology. They tried to define me out of ignorance. Maybe their mothers had never taught them better, or maybe they've just never seen the diversity our world carries. Dragging young minds across sidewalks is considered an organized system. So every time the streets go boom, boom, pow, my heart drowns in the sound of the gun. making me unknown to the world I used to live in. Society owes me an apology
for making me a stranger in familiar territory. Feeble voices are just ants trying to make a symphony. Freedom has committed suicide in the star-strangled country, suffocating in the land where natives once roamed freely, uncertain of fatality. Their names are beaten, burned alive, dipped in cement, then dumped in a ditch. My earth cracked open. Shackles around the ankles of my ancestors.
Their bodies, lost treasures forgotten, still howling homage to those who once owned this land.
Beneath the shadow of a war which no light can pierce. Society owes me an apology.
Because women in these stories bleed so beautifully. Taught to yell
Fire!
rather than
Rape.
Because their bodies are temples of sin.
Distractions, temptations to men.
As they're showing a little skin is psychologically damaging to them. Like taking a girl's purity for a sense of security.
Wearing kindness as if you're human, treating her like the animal to prove you're so straight, with streams of suicide running down her face, silently saying,
Thank you for making me feel like a man again.
society owes me an apology, as their voices hang, as their bodies swing and sway in the quiet.
He looks like strange fruit hung from a tree.
Coordinates of a war zone grafted onto their skin.
Swallowing screams has become too heavy a survival tactic to hold on to. Gunfire, their only melody, their voices buried beneath gang violence.
Society owes me an apology,
Because my love is a fetish categorized on every porn site.
every music video,
My sex is emotion.
not a
My
dance,
kisses.
are an experiment.
Breath thou loose to her. Maybe if they make me bleed, they
can see the truth.
Make me a victim of my existence, a black gay woman. I am less than my own labels as my mother searches for the right mask to go with my prom dress.
Society owes me an apology for the individuals who think they have a right to criticize my picture-perfect being, a dream
That
never left the sandbox.
When I grow up, I want to be
Too gay, I'm going to be
Too colored,
I am.
woman.
Society owes us an apology. But when has society ever said sorry?
Alright, let's welcome Matt Hughes. But, hold on, before we bring Matt Hughes, let me do something. I'm slipping. Where are all the new poets? All the new poets that performed in this festival today, can y'all please come to the stage? All your new poets. Make some noise, y'all, while you do this. Alright, now all the team captains, please come to the stage right now. Team captains. Keep going, keep going. And now, every other poet that touched the stage today, come up stage, come up to the stage, come up to the stage. Make some noise for them, y'all. Now I'm gonna turn this over to my homie Matt Hughes, y'all.
Yo, gang green. Gang green. Cool. Can you turn the music down a little bit? One more time for all these poets up here, yo. Point is not the points. I gotta have my back. One more time. The point is not the points. But I still gotta read the points anyway. Don't ever let nobody assign point values to your feelings and your emotions and the things that mean something to you. Keep writing poems. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, you know. And don't let. Yeah, I said this last time. I gotta say this. So this is really important. Don't let these points make you want to write more or less. Let your heart make you want to write more or less. Let that be the thing that guides you. But I still gotta read them anyway. And fourth, please make some noise for McNair, y'all! Third place, we got Gang Green's own E Squared, y'all! Second, Providence St. Mel! That first place is your team from Homewood, Flossmoor.
Thank y'all y'all for coming out, for everything. Have a great time. Please clean up your trash, because that's very helpful. And all coaches, please meet Matt over here to sign the score sheets, all right? Thank y'all.